bright, sunny, or a rainy day, I can listen to K. Renee. Topics of the day: why sex don't match the love, our relationship sucks, why the boys play, experience immaturity, politics and currency gains, economics. Spotify it, you can find it. Sign of the times for the deaf, dumb, and blind. Don't miss it. Call it number one, state your name and what's your interest. K. Renee, K. Renee, K. Renee, K. Renee, K. Renee.
Wow. Yes, honey. Yes, all that love and support out there. Welcome back to the K. Renee Show. I am your favorite podcast host, K. Renee. And let's just basically get the disclaimer out of the way first. Shall we do that? I think we should.
Don't you think you ought to tell me who you are first?
Why?
This podcast show is full of sugar and spice and everything nice and everything mean, explicit content and in between, and whatever the fuck I fancy that I want to talk about. So listen, everybody, if you're new to the show, let me welcome you all to the K. Renee Show. Now that we got that out of the way, hope you all are doing as best as you can right now. It's been very, very crazy month. We're not even on a full week of June. And we are going through it, everyone, mentally, physically, emotionally, just going through it. And I can't say that for everybody, but I can say it for everyone who has real heart and have two eyes that are open and knowledge within the brain to understand everything that is fucking going on right now. So listen, I decided to basically do this nice and easy in the beginning. And then I am going to finish out ridiculously rough. I'm going to give you some knowledge all over the goddamn place today. I'm going to school you because that's my job of what I do when it comes to my show. So if you're looking on how do I reach this chick? Well, let me tell you. You can log on to my website at thekreneeshow.com where I have video footage, past episodes, current things that I'm working on, and of course things that I've done in the past. I'm also available if you want to hit me up for any comments, feedback, you want to work with me, do an interview via Zoom. Right now we're not open for full capacity of doing anything, so maybe we don't need to meet in person. But you can definitely hit me up via email, and that's kreneeshow@gmail.com. Also, I'm on IG. I'd love for you to follow me on my media page because my other page is personal and probably don't want to know all that shit. But if you do follow me, I do follow back. I am team follow back. So definitely follow me if you can at K. Renee Show on IG. And I'm on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Yeah, I'm all over the place. So definitely hit me up, share the show, download it, tell a friend, and hopefully I'll gain some new fans. All right. So first of all, let me just say happy WCW Women Crush Wednesday. Yes. My Women Crush Wednesday shout out goes to me. Yes, I am my own WCW today. I'm my own WCW every day, but today I'm doing something completely different. And I am loving myself for it. And my nerves were all over the place today. And I needed all of the energy in the world. I could not get myself together to get this show together for you guys. But I am doing it. I am full of energy. And I want it to be able to deliver. Can't talk. Wanted to be able to deliver you something which is full of energy and not drab down like I'm tired, which I am, but I feel good right now, so I'm able to definitely push this out. So basically it is Pride Month. So for those of you out there who are celebrating Pride, I just want to say happy Pride Month to you all. Yay! Yes. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Celebrating Pride. You're an ally with the LGBTQ community. You are lesbian, bisexual, transgender, etc. The list goes on because there's so many different possibilities and of course, within breakdowns of the LGBTQ. So just a little background history for those of you who are not familiar of where did the pride and all of that shit come from? Well, let me tell you, because of the fact that, again, I believe in education. The Christopher Street Liberation Day started June 28th in 1970. This was the first annual of the Stonewall riots with the March of Gay Pride. And that covered 5 blocks all the way to Central Park. Yes. So I just wanted to again say happy Pride Month. All Black trans lives matter. All trans lives matter. We can't support one cause without supporting the other. So yes, hopefully, again, make sure you share and spread the love for all people out here right now because we are in deep fucking need of everything. So anywho, just wanted to get started, like I said, with the show. And for those of you who are, again, new, I do a little breakdowns. I do randoms. I do a recap of my week just so you can kind of get an idea of what the hell I have been going through in my own personal life. And it's been a lot of shit going on in my personal life. I mean, run-ins, encounters, scary times, just being on edge, nervous, questioning things, confused. Yeah, lots and lots. But for recommendations, I usually give out a recommendation, something that I would tell you, oh, get into this shit. This show is awesome. It's it's like everything you want to watch. It's funny or it does this. I gave you the last time I talked to you guys. I gave you some information about Carnival Row. Also, Dead to Me is out right now in season 2. If you haven't had a chance, check that out from season 1. You probably want to start there and then get to season 2. Easy breezy, quick to get through. They're only a half an hour episode, so pretty dark humor, comedy. But I like it. Shit, makes me laugh. It's been my go-to place lately. And the only recommendation I would tell you guys as far as to watch if you haven't done anything, start rewatching some of your Black History programs and getting ideas and understandings of what the hell is going on. Start watching documentaries from Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and understanding the story behind Emmett Till and understanding what the hell this world is going through right now. And some of them, the people out there who might be blind-eyed and one and things of that nature, you need to wake the fuck up. And that's how I'm about to take this show today. Gonna acknowledge you, like I said, I'm gonna start it off nice and easy and I'm gonna finish this bitch out real fucking rough like you ain't getting no kind of lubrication, no KY, just rough, and that's just the way you're gonna have to take it. Anyway, let's just recap and talk about some randoms and some things. So can we do that? We can? Great. So let's get started with that.
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah. And when you come to the end, stop. Babe.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop when I get to the end. And you'll know when I get to the end. Because I hope that thunder that I just played is going to ignite your brain and blow it up and make you really start to think and wonder and question some things and maybe start taking some actions. So anyway, my week has been kind of shitty. Yes, it has. Let me see what happened. Week before last, I got into a car accident. A guy hit and run. Okay. This dude was out of control, high as a kite, 15 tattoos in his face. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then when we had this accident, I pulled over as the driving instructor I am, teacher. And I'm like, yo, okay. He comes and pulls over, y'all, in front of my car. He comes up and stops on this lady's lawn, like seriously, parks his car on her lawn, gets out the car and was like, yo, I was gonna fucking fuck you up, yo. You fucked my car up, yo. And I'm like, what? I messed your car up? Okay, you need to take a double look and check out what's going on. So then he said, I should have banged the shit out of you, yo. But I can't touch you, yo, because you a female. And I'm like, yes, all goddamn day I'm a female. And why are you so angry with the fact that you act like your car is not drivable and it's totaled? Like, we both have insurance. Let's just deal with this. In the midst of me calling the cops so that I can get them to come out and do a police report, this dude gets back in his car and tells me, I ain't waiting on no cops. I'm just going to call my insurance company, tell them you hit my car. And then he went flying up the street. And that was it. Some lady pulled over. She wanted to make sure I was okay. And I thanked her for that, you know. I really did appreciate it. I thought it was super cool. Gave me her number. Yes, witness. So hopefully things work out and I can put my black Shiba in the shop coming up on Monday. So anyway, that was what happened to me. Really scary because of the simple fact, you know, if you know me, you know I'm always ready to fight. I'm ready to let it loose. I'm ready to take out some anger, some disgruntled feelings, everything, you know, and I'm scared for me to fight somebody because I really feel like I'm going to cause a lot of damage and a lot of harm towards their body, and I don't want to put nobody in jeopardy like that because it's going to come out through whatever I pick up, a park bench, a fucking wrench, my torque stick in my trunk, you know, something. I'm going to fuck you up. So don't do that. I'm just glad my son wasn't in the car during that time that I had that incident. So that was fucking cool. Crazy. I mean, but it was cool that my son was not in jeopardy. The other thing that I wanted to get into was basically the randoms for the week. So everybody knows that, well, a week or so ago, summer was canceled until the 31st. But now they're starting to bring things back up as to opening things up with 50% capacity. Like, is it just me? Or is anybody thinking of the fact of all the peaceful protests that have been going on and no one has been doing 6 feet of distance away from each other and no mask on and protesting and shouting and chanting? You don't think we're going to be in a setback? Yeah, I'll wait. Yeah, like, I'm just saying, and then you're about to open up some stuff because it's getting warmer, and that's what the president said. He said, you know, when it gets hot, this stuff will die down, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So anyway, whatever. We don't know shit about this virus. Moving on. Is it just me, or have you noticed that after 12 p.m. in the afternoon, because you're working from home and doing virtual class with your child, that it's just a fucking wrap? Like, you don't have no more time left in the day for anything. Like, once it hits 12 o'clock, all of a sudden it's 8 o'clock at night. And you're just like, where the hell did all the fucking time go? Like, I didn't get anything done. Or did I get stuff done? It's just like you're constantly moving and just trying to figure it out. It's just so crazy. How irritating is it when you get a piece of fucking chicken meat stuck in between your teeth? Right? And it's so terrible because your tongue will be in like 1,000% on strength, trying to move and flick and move and push that piece of meat out from between your teeth. You don't have on any floss around, and you try to fold up something like paper and try to pick and pluck it out, but you just can't rest well until you get that chicken out of your teeth. Chicken, pork chops, steak, any type of like meat that when you're really chewing and enjoying that meat, it's just like, bam, it's gone, it's stuck, that's it, that's a wrap. And then you wish for long nails, and I don't have long nails. I told you before, my shit is short. And then I'll be like, damn, I can't even just get in there and try to slice it out, like with a nail, nothing. Nope, it's stuck, you fucked. All right, moving forward. Can someone explain to me what a virtual run is? What is a virtual run? Like, I see it advertised, like, you know, join the virtual run. But what is it? Like, do we log on like Zoom or something with video and we start running? And then somebody watches us to know that, like, how do you do this? I want, some of these goddamn medals are hot. Like, I saw the one for COVID-19. They got the Pride one. That's lit. They got another one. I was like, y'all, I want to do a virtual run. If I can just virtually run in my house and get me a medal, sign me up. But I was trying to figure out, like, how does this work? So can y'all please hit me up on my email? and let me know what the virtual run is all about, because, you know, a sister might want to be trying to sign up for something and get a medal. I think I deserve a medal with this raggedy ass time that we're going through right now. But anyway, I'm not even going to stress myself more so over that. But that is the randoms for the week. So let me get started. Basically, yes, basically, we're going to get started. And basically, when you hear that sound, you know that I'm about to get this motherfucking class in session. So I don't even have Nicole here tonight, which I normally do. And I gave her the day off because of the simple fact that I think I got this shit by myself on this note. So with that being said, let's rock and roll. Yeah. June the 3rd, it is today. The 3rd day into Pride. Yeah. You know what's interesting is that there's so many hating ass men out here when it comes to lesbians. This is not a random, this is a fucking fact. And because it is Gay Pride Month, I wanted to get into something that has always been an issue and a myth for so many years. Men, I got you next week. I will. I'm going to stick to my ladies today because it is WCW and it's Women's Crush Wednesday. So let's talk about the lesbians. Yeah. Now, a new study was attempted to reveal the origins of lesbianism, which is claiming that the same-sex relationship in women only exists because it turns men on. Ho, ho, ho. Shut that fucking shit down. Wait a minute. That shit is a mystery to me. I'm really trying to understand, why is it that men think that they rule every fucking thing? You think that you had a reason as to, or input into lesbianism and women, same sexuality orientation? Like, are you serious? Right, because y'all run shit, right? Yeah, the fuck you don't. So, this was also something that was published on Science Direct. A male professor at the University of Nicosia in Cyprus comes to the conclusion that lesbian and bisexual attraction all stems from male desire. That's funny. Okay. Now, so how many lesbians did they interview? That's what I really want to know. I really want to know and understand how many lesbians were interviewed to basically be a part of this. They surveyed about 1,500 people, and wait for it, all of them were heterosexual. I'm sure they did. Okay. So, this is the situation. Let's get the understanding out of the way, okay? The study suggests another possible reason for men being attracted to lesbians, because men are attracted to lesbians. They watch a lot of lesbian porn. They really do. Or bisexual women, is because they think that if their partner cheats on them, they're still in the chance for, in the running, and they could possibly have children. There's no need for a physical man, for a woman to have children. Okay? Please understand that. It don't have anything to do with needing a man's body to produce children. You can go buy that shit at a store. Yes. Sperm banks. Cryo banks. Yes. Fertility clinics. Hello. Anywho. Men have this very strong attraction for lesbians. They do. Because you know what? Straight men are always trying to change a lesbian's lifestyle. They always want to change them to be straight. They want to bring them back to the forefront. Like, this is where you belong. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And I can be the one to change you so that you can forget about the fact that you really don't need lesbian sex. You want to be with a man. You want to feel our body. You want to smell us. You want us inside, penetrating you. If they did, men, they would be with you. They would, and they're not. A woman driven by her sexual desires may seek sexual contact outside of her long-term intimate relationship. That's what they say. And I say they that mean men. When this woman has sex with another woman, she does not have sex with another man, which translates into same-sex contact, which reduces the risk of cock. Exactly. Right. So the controversial report goes on to suggest that men were more sexually excited by the idea of their partner having a same-sex attraction than women were, and claims that lesbians are trying to cater to this attraction. But it's so unsurprisingly that they had felt scorn, and that's not the case at all. One woman had written, lesbians, I'm a woman who loves women. I'm attracted to women, and I only want to date a woman. Women are great. Men, how can I make this about me? That's their thing. They got to be a part of it. No, you can't. Also, heterosexual couples, not one lesbian in the group, and may all as well be a part of the study on the use of tampons with 500 men as a participant. Exactly. So, with that being said, men, please stop trying to break people down, and especially not just people, women down to thinking that you can change their lifestyle. You can change the fact that you can bring them back to being straight. Lesbianism and, bisexual women are more acceptable to men in this world as opposed to homosexual men. And again, if we're going to fight within the cause, and again, let's be real, you can't discriminate on one and not the other. If we're going to love everybody, okay, for whatever their sexual orientation is. I've said this before. I think a lot of men get sidetracked in, especially when it comes to being gay, of just trying to understand how people have sex with the same sex. And if that's where your mind is set, then you don't get to know or try to get to know anyone in their entirety of their personality at all. And that's a problem. And you need to stop that bullshit, because that's not going to help our world to grow and get to where it needs to get to. Ignorance is bliss. A lot of things, as far as when it comes to lesbians, there's a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of things that are being talked about as far as when it comes to women and why they are lesbians. And I really get tired of people trying to really figure out this one key thing of why a lesbian is a lesbian, why a gay man is a gay man. But I told you I'm not dealing with men today. I'm dealing with my women, because it's Women's Crush Wednesday. So there's a lot of misconceptions about lesbians. Again, being confronted with them daily, and frankly hearing this stuff is like getting smacked in the face with like a wet ass bloody fucking rag. Usually, if someone fires off a stereotype, I get closed mouthed, because I don't have anything to say because of the fact of listening to the ignorance. So let's talk about the fact of the misconceptions of lesbians, and there's only a few of them that I'm going to talk to you guys about, because I don't really want to go into all of that, but not more so because I have other important shit to say. You're welcome. Okay, I hear you. Lesbians hate men. They hate them. Actually, that's not true. It's often the opposite. A lot of gay women have guy friends and find that they get along just fine with guys as well as with chicks. Some girls actually, or ladies, get along with men more than women, just because of the way that women are catty. Again, straight ladies also tend to get a little stupid as shit, because they always think that just because they're being around a lesbian, or a lesbian is in their presence, that they want them. Get the fuck out of here. You might not be their type, their size, their nothing. They want nothing to do with you but what it is, and that's that general ass conversation and friendship. Yeah, you're welcome. How about being gay is easier than being straight because you're dating someone who is the same gender as you? No, that's not true. I, wish that would be true, but it's not true. And the thing about it's a whole misconception to it. I've said this before. I don't care if you date a woman, a man, man and man, woman, whatever your preference is. There's always going to be shit in a relationship, no matter what you're dealing with. Women can be very catty, can be a little more argumentative because we are emotional beings. But guys complain that girls are impossible to figure out, and yeah, I could agree with that. You got a lot of different personalities. I don't understand it. Sometimes I don't get my own emotions and feelings half the time, let alone another woman. So, think of having sex with someone who has the same parts as you is being easier. And you're wrong there too, in a sense. But women, we do know each other's bodies, and we do know how to kind of go with the flow and figure it out and make it even better than where we may be at that general time. But you know how it's easy to put on mascara for yourself, but not someone else. So it's kind of, yeah, in an analogy like that, it's kind of like that. There's always a man and a woman in a lesbian relationship. Nah, that's not necessarily true either. That's another misconception. Because of the simple fact that you have women who play certain roles or positions because of the fact of their personality itself. They might feel very dominant because maybe they grew up as a tomboy and they like kind of boyish things, or they have a boyish mannerism about them. It's not necessarily the fact that somebody has to play the male part and someone has to play the female part. That shit is fucking ridiculous, and it's trash. If that's how you think. I've seen lesbian couples, both women, who could be on the masculine side, believe it or not. Lesbians care a lot about their personalities, just like straight couples do. So, we don't, just go around trying to fill a gender deficiency. That's not the case. It's who you are, who you're attracted to. That's basically what says a whole lot to who your partner will be. Lesbians have daddy issues. Oh, my dad doesn't like me. He left us as children. Or we're sexually abused as kids. And that's what takes you to eating pussy? Really? Because of daddy issues? That's not true. Please. Sexual preference has nothing to do with trauma or some kind of damage that happened as a child. Imagine, just for a moment, think about this. What if the conversation looked like this if it went the opposite way? A straight woman. I'm straight. Here's a lesbian. Oh, do you have really bad relationships with your mother? Come on. She say no. Lesbian. Well, you must have been sexually abused by a big mean lesbian as a child. Doesn't that sound fucking dumb? It should. It shouldn't even make any... Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because it don't. Okay? If you're a lesbian, you've never had a meaningful relationship or been in love with a man, that shit is way far past the actual belief of anything. That's not true. It's hard to make people believe, but some lesbians have been in relationships with men. Not only with men, they were married to them, actually carried children with them, had, difficulties trying to keep the marriage or the relationship together. It's all about, again, what you're attracted to. But things do change over time. People grow, people change. That doesn't necessarily mean that you got to categorize somebody either to say that they're bisexual, unless they actually still crave the dick and they're still fucking dick. Other than that, if they're doing both, that's what makes a bisexual. If they're not and they're only attracted to women and that's where they want to stay, then damn it, they're a lesbian now. Shit. Fuck it. Lesbians get committed really fast and don't cheat. That's a fucking lie. It's like the whole old joke that goes, like, on the second date, the lesbian is renting the U-Haul. Right. But lesbian couples do move really, really fast. I'm going to say that. But, oh yeah, some know how promiscuity happens and how some heterosexual relationships are and not within others. But yes, they're lesbians. They do fuck around. Trust and believe me. They are. That also happens when, again, they're not happy in their relationships. Everybody has the ability to cheat, whether they're straight or not. Women who like women, especially bisexual chicks, are just dying to take part in your threesome. Obviously, this kind of varies a little bit, depending on the person. Yeah, I'd probably rather drink a bottle of shampoo than watch somebody else touch my fucking girl, if that's the case, if that would make sense to you. Like, why would you want that? Unless you want to just have a threesome with 3 ladies. I mean, if you start inviting Wood into the picture, then there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a jealousy. There's going to be an insecurity. So that's not necessarily the case. Lesbians don't wear lingerie. Yes, they do. They know how to keep it sexy and cute. They're very aware of how it can be very uncomfortable depending on what the fuck you got, like the thong or the G-string or the teddy ripping up your ass, you know, like, take this shit out. I'm not trying to floss up there right now. So, yeah, they do. They know how to keep it sexy, and they know how to wear very cute things, so that's also. And, of course, the last one with the drum roll. You didn't like it. I tried. I did. It's just a phase. It's just a phase, yeah. Nothing incites rage in a lesbian than somebody telling them it's just a phase. You're just going through something. You're trying to find yourself. Being straight, no one told you that it's just a phase. You're going to start fucking other things and other people, and, you know, you might actually involve an animal later on down the road. But it's just a phase of what you're doing. No, it's not. To dismiss it as a phase is also to say, you know, I wasted months of my life thinking about something that isn't real. So, you know, people need to get the fuck off the high horse. Get off the high horse. Tell you one thing, if you don't know about something and you're not enlightened or you're not educated on something, then shut the fuck up. It's so much going on right now to where it is to the extent of pure ignorance, non-educated, racist motherfuckers out here. They've been here. It's not just this year. It wasn't last year. It wasn't 10 years ago. This has been going on for years. When my grandparents were born, 1917, 1918, when my grandmother had to help Caucasian women raise their children, when she watched her mother and older siblings have to work and not live in their home anymore and go live with other people on different plantation areas to help to be nothing but the help. Watch that. Gain you some knowledge and information about what we're doing right now out here. It's too much ignorance going on right now in this world. And the shit ain't cute. It's not appreciated. As an African American woman of an African American little boy, I am a mother of a young African American son, king, prince, that I worry for, who's only 4, but I worry for him within the years to come because this shit hasn't stopped. I want you to just follow me for a minute. In my anger, in my broken heart, and I want you, hopefully, when you're finished listening to this, is to not be afraid to speak up. Let people hear your voice. And teach your Caucasian friends. Because they're the ones that don't have a clue. I was in a car, my car, last Saturday, driving from the market home with my son in the car. I could tell the guy in front of me was dealing with his child, a child, maybe children in the back. His windows were tinted, but not enough to the extent where I couldn't see what was going on, and that he was looking as though he was occupied trying to do something. There was a car that changed lanes. The light turned green. So when the light turned green, the man pulled off very slowly at the light. I figured again, he was still trying to do something for a child or children in the back. When I changed lanes and was coming around, all I could see was him flipping me off with his middle finger, rolled the window down and said, "Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. You're riding me close. I got a 5-year-old in my car. I got a 5-year-old in my car. I have to do something with my child. You fucking bitch." And I'm looking at him and talking to him just as calmly and peacefully of this white man with anger in his face and turning red and flipping me off like as if he could break his middle finger to say "fuck you" so hard to me off his finger. I told him, "Sir, I don't know what the problem is. I wasn't blowing the horn at you. I could tell you got a child. I have a child in my car. Fuck you, bitch." I said, "Okay, you know what? Let me just keep on moving forward. I'm trying to drive home because I just left the grocery store." I changed lanes to get ahead, turn off on another roadway. Who's following me? This motherfucker is following me. Following me all the way close to my house, which I'm 2 blocks away from at this point. So what did I do? Because I'm nervous as a black woman with a young black son in the car. And because he made it so noticeable and verbal and vocal on how it seemed like his child was more important than mine, I was scared for us. I pulled over at the store, not far from my house. I did not pull in a parking spot. This guy stopped at the intersection to the point which is not even a block away from where I pulled over, just stopping there. I got out and I did what they do when they falsely accuse our black men of doing something and harming them. I'm being harassed. I'm being followed. And with the grace of God, 6 people came from I don't know nowhere, because the guy then pulled through the stop sign and then pulled over and stopped again. Got out his car. Again, I don't know what he's going to do. Got out his car and was trying to plead his case. I lost every piece of my mind, every piece of my sanity, every piece of me being calm, and I went off. This is basically right after the fact that we just dealt with a police officer killing George Floyd. What the toxicology report is called, where they bring it in to tell you the cause of death? Asphyxia? Come on, y'all. Come on. And this man was trying to plead his case because he saw that I was protected. And I had people there that were protecting me. I had a guy starting to approach him. He was going to hurt this man because he put me and my child in jeopardy. Then he wanted to talk himself down off the ledge. No, I was letting her know. I have a kid in the car. No, you didn't go to the extent, sir, that you said, "Fuck me, fuck you, flip me off, you bitch," all of this in front of my child in the car? Fuck you. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of the fact that we can't have peace. We're not a part of the justice system. There's no fairness in the justice system. I got white friends, and I'm looking and watching them, and I want to see what they're doing to support us, to become allies. We got allies, then be an ally. This is all of our issue, and it's your issue. I can't stand when white people bring up the fact that I got black friends and they said, I don't give a fuck what they said. What did you do? What did you say? Stop bringing up the card. You love our culture. You love everything about it. But when it comes to shit like this and we're dying and my people are dying out of the unjust of police officers and the fact of people being racist bitches, motherfuckers out here that feel like they can just take somebody's life. We can't jog. You get shot and killed. And then you get a guy who's telling you can't breathe, calling out his mother's name, telling the guy, the officer, and he didn't give a fuck. And ever since this man has been in office, y'all have shown your true fucking colors that you don't give a fuck about us as blacks. The police lives aren't the ones that are in jeopardy. It's our lives in jeopardy. Say her name, Sandra Bland. Say her name, Breonna Taylor. Say his name, Tamir Rice. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name, Philando Castile. That's just some. We are not okay. I'm trying to be okay. Within the past 30 days, watching black men get shot, dead, jogging, Ahmaud Arbery. A black woman gets shot dead while sleeping, Breonna Taylor. And a murder of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer. No, your black friend is not okay. Also listening to a president of the United States use segregationist words as a veiled threat. No, we're not okay. Don't ask me about looting. Don't chastise us about rioting. Don't tell us that all lives matter. Don't minimize our fear. Don't bring up black on black crime. Don't ask, what about Chicago? Don't say, if you just act like what? Because Oprah and Gail and Ellen, I'm waiting for them. Please don't judge us. We're trying to be okay. You need to empathize with us. Support us. Pray for us. Pray for me as your friend. Let us know if we're your black friends that you really care. We're going to remember who truly had our backs during this difficult time. We're going to remember who was more concerned about Target. We're going to remember you posting thinly veiled and racially offensive memes. I have friends who got racist family members. So you don't think that I don't think they talk about me, calling me nigger when they at home with their family? We're going to remember you calling looters, savages, thugs. We're going to remember your silence about our black life and the black lives of others. It's easy. You need to do whatever you can right now and support your black friends. We need our white friends. We need y'all marching. We need y'all protesting. We need y'all just as angry as we are angry. We need you to stand up and do what's right. We need to see that you're a part of the belief that justice is for all of us. No justice, no fucking peace. I am tired of being silent. That man was the one true chord that was striking everything in me to the extent that I could have done more harm than good. But like I said, I appreciate the fact that my peoples came to aid me with the fact of not knowing what could happen to me. I'm a black woman. We got fucking Karens out here calling police in the park because people as black men can't bird watch. Bitch, you was choking your goddamn dog on that leash. I'm just going to call the cops and tell them a black man's harassing my life. You talking about why we do what we do? Because we tired of that shit. We tired. We're tired. We're so fucking tired. And I don't care who don't want to listen to this show anymore. If you want to unfriend, if you want to unfollow, I don't give a fuck, because that means you show your true colors by your actions of what you do. Do you know that people who are of mixed racial culture, if you are part black, part white, do you know what they call you? You're black. Wake the fuck up, allies. If you are an ally, wake up. Support us. Because if you say all lives matter, you miss the whole fucking point of our whole fucking history of being black. This is my episode and my show for today. Like I said, it was going to be easy, nice and easy in the beginning. And I was definitely going to fuck you at the end. I'm fucking tired. My people are tired. Black lives matter. Trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Black lives matter. Don't fight for one and don't fight for the other. This is K Renee. I'm signing off. I hope you gained some education. No, I will not give a standing ovation at the end of this episode, because this is as real as I can get right now. And this is how I'm going to leave it.